Now, if you want to remember a verse, this is how I've effectively been able to do that. So once you memorize a verse, it doesn't help to just immediately go on to another verse and forget that other one. So repetition is the mother of retention. To be able to retain something, we need to repeat it often. And so every day, once I've memorized these verses, I have gone over these verses every single day by just looking at the side that has the reference on it. I have some that are typed and I have some that are handwritten. And I look and I say, Isaiah 60:22, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. And I'll turn it over and I'll check myself. And if I say one word wrong, I have to redo it by just looking at the reference. I redo it, and I don't miss a day for between 2 and 3 months. Now, if you are strict with yourself and disciplined, just like you would be with organic chemistry if you're trying to go to medical school, or anatomy and physiology, or physics if you want to go into engineering, you have to be strict with yourself to discipline yourself with every intellectual pursuit on earth. If you're strict with yourself, with the Word of God, not because you gain merit by reviewing it every day and somehow you get a point somewhere in the books of heaven. That's not it at all. It's because you are simply disciplining your mind and conforming your mind to the Word of God so that you're able to then naturally have that as a part of your mind for the activities in which you would need that verse, like witnessing, resisting temptation, having hope and despair, forgiveness of sin, etc., etc. If you're strict with yourself, you will find that after a few weeks of every day saying that one verse at least once prayerfully, just once from memory perfectly, you'll find that just like bread, when you chew it becomes sweet, you'll find that these verses become like honey. As Psalms 19:10 says, more to be desired than gold, yea, the much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. It will break down those complex carbohydrates of the Word of God. And it will become so sweet after a few weeks. You'll be able to say that verse in your sleep while you are in the most stressful circumstance, when someone challenges you with a difficult question and you shoot up a prayer to God, please, Lord, give me wisdom on how to respond to this. That verse that has been meditated upon faithfully for 2 to 3 months every single day, it will be as if it's a part of your heart. It's like it's written there, and it is. And so be faithful once you've memorized the verse to review it. Now, this means that you have to be careful, the intake, the volume that you take of the Word of God. It is not so much the volume as how well the food is digested in the physical as well as the spiritual. So the intake of our verses, if we would really build them into our heart, we should focus on small amounts first and faithfully build them in, something like 2 verses a week. If you can't do that, just start with 1 verse, but 2 verses is very practical. If you review those for 2 to 3 months, 2 verses a week, in 1 year, you'll have 100 verses that you will know perfectly.